It really is fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seems like pet care is just constantly shifting. One minute it's grain-free this, next it's all gut health. And now, well, it feels like every single pet needs its own special diet. If you're managing a pet food brand, trying to keep up, especially with this push for personalization and, the focus on overall wellness, plus the whole retail maze, it must feel like a lot.
It really is. And, for pet food brand managers, it's not just about keeping pace. It's really about staying ahead of the curve.
Right.
So that's why today we're doing a deep dive into what we're calling the new pet care playbook. We've looked at the latest data, the expert thinking, to basically give you a focus brief on 3 big shifts. First is huge rise in personalized pet nutrition. Second, how consumers are thinking much bigger about pet wellness. And third, the kind of strategic moves brands need to make, both online and in stores.
Exactly. And our goal here is pretty straightforward. We want to give you the brand manager, whether you're in e-com, branding, product dev, insights, whatever, a really high-impact overview.
Cut through the noise.
Yeah, cut through the noise, deliver those data-driven insights, actionable strategies you can actually use when you're making decisions. Okay, so let's dig in.
All right. So let's start with this first big wave, personalized nutrition. The data is just, it's pretty clear. Pet parents want more than just generic kibble now. There's a real demand for functional foods and this desire to really customize the diet for their specific animal.
Like Ollie. They seem to be everywhere suddenly.
Exactly. Ollie's growth is a perfect signal here. It shows this fundamental shift, Pet owners aren't just okay with generalized nutrition anymore.
So the insight is brands have to think smaller.
Yeah.
More individual.
Well, yeah, sort of. It means moving beyond those really broad categories, thinking about how you address specific needs, maybe through more niche product lines or better recommendation tools using data.
Ollie's definitely carved out that space. Their whole thing is personalized, fresh food for dogs, right? Oh. They really push the quality angle. Human-grade ingredients.
And that's key. It's not just marketing fluff. They actually tailor the food based on the dog's details, breed, size, activity level, you name it. From tiny chihuahuas to, Great Danes.
What makes that approach work so well, do you think? Is it just the fresh food aspect?
That's part of it, but I think a huge factor is the transparency around ingredients. Today's consumers, they're smart. They want to know exactly what's going into their pet.
No mystery meat. Exactly.
Seeing ingredients you recognize, things you can actually pronounce, that builds massive trust. Ollie makes a big deal about using 100% human-grade ingredients, meeting FDA, USDA standards for human food, and AAFCO standards for pet nutrition. That transparency really hits home.
And they back it up with results, apparently. What were those numbers?
Yeah, pretty striking. They say 90% of their members saw positive changes in their dogs within just 30 days.
Wow.
And another 90% reported good quality stools, which, is a big deal for pet owners. It's powerful proof that the tailored approach works.
Definitely. But Ollie isn't just online anymore, is that right? I thought I saw them somewhere else.
That's a really crucial point, yeah. They made a strategic move into Petco stores.
Oh, okay.
Which is significant. It gives them way broader access, reaches people who prefer shopping in person, or maybe just need food now.
Or lets existing customers grab a bag if they run out between deliveries.
Exactly. It's an omni-channel approach, something other brands should definitely be looking at. It bridges that gap, like you said, between direct consumer convenience and, the immediacy of retail.
Makes sense. And their personalization.
Yeah.
It goes even deeper with those health screenings they do. How does that actually work? Is it just sending pictures?
Well, yeah, pet parents upload photos, stool, weight, teeth, skin, coat, those kinds of things. But it's more than just photos. Yeah. They have experts, probably some clever algorithms too, analyzing these visual cues along with other info the owner provides. And then they give personalized guidance from the Ollie Health team, this kind of data integration. It's becoming a real differentiator.
And people actually find it useful.
Apparently so. The feedback was strong. 89% of members strongly agreed the screenings were valuable, and 86% said it made them feel more confident about their feeding choices.
So it's not just selling food. It's like ongoing support, building a relationship.
Totally. And it all feeds this thing they call their Foodback Loop.
Foodback Loop?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What's that?
It's essentially their continuous improvement engine. All the data they get from the screenings, from customer feedback, it goes right back into refining their recipes and making their personalization even smarter over time.
A closed loop system. Clever.
Yeah. So for other pet food brands watching this, the big question is, how do you leverage this trend? Can you offer more tailored lines? Maybe focus more on life stage or breed or specific health issues?
It definitely feels like the days of just adult dog food are kind of fading. But how practical is full personalization for, say, a huge legacy brand?
That's the challenge, isn't it? Maybe a full DTC model like Ollie's isn't feasible for everyone. But brands can look at offering more targeted variations. Or maybe develop online tools to help people choose the right product from their existing range based on pet specifics.
Like a product selector quiz?
Sort of, yeah, but maybe more sophisticated. Partnerships could be key too, maybe, with pet health data companies. And whatever the model, emphasizing that ingredient quality, that transparency, that's non-negotiable for trust now.
And retailers are asking for this too.
Oh, yeah. We're hearing that traditional retailers want more customized options, life stage, breed, size, activity, health needs. They see the demand. They want brands to offer those targeted solutions on their shelves.
Okay, so personalization is definitely a major piece of the new playbook. But you mentioned wellness goes beyond just the food bowl. Let's unpack that a bit.
Absolutely. There's this growing realization that pet well-being isn't just physical. It's mental, it's emotional too.
Right.
And that recent survey from Mars and Calm, wow, it really highlighted the deep connection between pets and owners. Get this, 58% of pet owners said they prefer spending time with their pets when they're stressed.
Wait, more than with their partners or family?
More than partners, family, or friends, yeah.
That says a lot about the emotional support role pets play.
It really does. And it wasn't just a feeling. The survey also found 83% believe their pet positively impacts their mental well-being. It's clear pets are vital for our emotional health. And the details are interesting too, like 56% said they value the pet's company without needing to talk, just their presence, and 84% find having their pet around relaxing. These are real, tangible benefits owners feel.
And pets kind of nudges towards healthier habits too.
Exactly. The survey showed pets encourage owners to take breaks. That was 78%. Calm their minds, 73%. Spend time outside, another 73%. Even cut down screen time, 77%.
Little furry wellness coaches.
Huh. Sort of, yeah. And this deep emotional bond, it directly influences buying decisions.
Even with money being tight for some people.
Yes. Even with economic concerns, owners are prioritizing pet health and wellness. We saw this echoed at Pet Food Forum too. People see value now through that health and wellness lens. Quality is still top priority.
So they'll cut back elsewhere before skimping on the pet.
It seems that way. They're willing to make adjustments rather than compromise on their pet's well-being. That's a critical insight for how you position your products.
And retailers are seeing this demand extend to specific needs.
Definitely. Retailers are asking for more products aimed at, say, senior pets, things for joint maintenance, cognitive support. They also want brands to help educate owners on preventative care through all life stages.
Okay, so for a pet food brand, how do you actually tap into this broader wellness idea? It's clearly more than just listing nutrients.
Well, you need to weave that emotional connection into your marketing, into your product story. Talk about how your food helps the whole pet play. Maybe it supports energy for playing or has ingredients known for calming effects.
So linking nutrition to those emotional benefits.
Exactly. And maybe even think about developing products or bundles that target specific wellness needs like senior cognitive health, or maybe even stress reduction formulas or supplements.
That makes a lot of sense. Positioning the food as part of a happy, healthy life, not just fuel. Okay, let's switch gears slightly to the retail side. Amazon Pet Day came up. How is that different from, say, Prime Day? Seems like just another sales event.
That's a good question. It is different. Prime Day is huge, right? Everything's competing. Amazon Pet Day is much more focused just on pets.
Ah, less noise?
Exactly. Less noise, potentially more visibility for pet brands. It's a chance to build brand awareness and maybe get longer-term engagement within that specific audience, rather than just hoping for a quick sales spike.
So, more strategic than just a flash sale. What's the smart play for brands on Pet Day then? Just discount everything?
No, definitely not. You need to be strategic. Don't just slash prices across the board. Focus on the SKUs that actually have healthy profit margins for you and for Amazon.
Right, mutually beneficial.
Yeah. Look at your data. Which products really connect? Which give a sustainable return? And for things people buy repeatedly, like food. Think about using subscribe and save vouchers, or maybe reorder coupons.
Instead of deep one-time discounts.
Right. Encourage those repeat buys. Build that customer lifetime value. It's a much smarter, more sustainable way to use these e-com events.
Right. Focusing on loyalty, not just a one-off purchase. Okay, so we've covered a lot. Personalization, wellness, smarter retail. If we boil it all down, what are the absolute must-dos for pet food brand managers right now? The key takeaways.
Okay, I think there are 3 core business imperatives here. First, embrace personalization and targeted wellness solutions. The demand is undeniable. Pet owners want tailored nutrition and products that support that whole physical and emotional well-being. Brands need to figure out how to deliver that.
Makes sense. That feels like the biggest shift. What's number 2?
Second, optimize e-commerce and strategic retail partnerships. Platforms like Amazon Pet Day offer good focused growth chances, but you've got to be smart about it. Data-driven promotions, aiming for long-term value. And don't forget, brick and mortar, it's still vital for access and discovery.
Got it. Smart online, smart offline. And the third imperative.
Third, prioritize education and build consumer trust. Pet parents are looking for guidance. They want reliable info, especially around different life stages or preventative health. Brands that provide that transparency, that education, they're going to build much stronger loyalty.
So the new playbook really comes down to understanding the individual pet, tapping into that deep owner-pet bond around wellness, and navigating retail really strategically.
That sums it up well. For you brand managers listening, it's about weaving these insights into everything, your e-com plans, your marketing, your product innovation, how you use data. It's about being adaptable in, a pretty fast-moving market.
Okay, here's something to chew on as we wrap up. We talked about data and tech, like Ollie screenings. Thinking ahead, how might advancements there further revolutionize personalized pet care? What's the next step, the next frontier in really getting down to the individual needs of pets and meeting them? Definitely something to keep thinking about. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.